You know, we took that as far as we could. And so I love Wally. Whenever we get a chance to work together. Wally's really busy. He's doing the announcement of his night show.
Yes, could you say something in the
What would you like to say?
anything interesting? I love you too.
Sin does not need love.
If the show would have maybe you think Tim would have found out that he wasn't really bitter?
No. I think he's found out many times. He just doesn't understand it.
Some people have heard the supposed finale for Weaver by Weaver.
Yes, that was a true episode. That was our last marketing report.
Yeah, it was never animated though. Why?
Because the show was yanked before we finished they said, okay, that's it, we're done. And if you listen to the words of that episode, I don't think Nickelodeon wants to pay for us, pretty much talking about our show being canceled. Yeah, yes.
Do you have any favorite costumes so far that you've seen out there?
Yeah, I've seen so many great Gurr costumes, the one that won last year. I loved the Walk of Doom costume yesterday. Did you guys see it?
Yeah.
Walk of Doom?
That's awesome.
Because that is one of my favorite episodes, Walk of Doom.
Yeah.
Because I like at the end they're selling chiclets and dancing in Mexico. Yes, far back, yes. Yes, you.
So Sim and Gurr, they haven't, asked their certain relationship. Do you think Sim admires her at all?
No. I think that Gurr is just Urkin issue, and he's more of a hassle than anything. No matter how cute he is, it doesn't get in the way of my job. Sim's job.
Did you ever find it disturbing that Billy had a son that was a spider?
I found a lot of things disturbing. That it's his son and that he wanted to kill him. That, by the way, was Maxwell Adams who voiced Jeff the Spider.
Sorry, I've asked so many questions to you already.
It's all right.
Sure. You must know that there are plenty of OCs out there that are meant to be Zim's one true love, or whatever you want to call it. Have you read any that are completely and ridiculously outrageous to the point where you just look at it and think, why is this here?
I don't really read them. I'm so busy during the day and during the night.
You are a very safe guy.
Yes. I'm just, down to dad, doing my own.
Don't read.
Just don't read. It's so much.
I won't read them. To voice which one? Bumble? Like everything else, I auditioned for it, and they liked it. And a lot of times I get a lot of video games where they are huge Zim fans. Like Orthopox was because they were a huge Zim fans. Psychonauts was because they were huge Zim fans. Birkin! I don't like fun dip. I don't eat pure sugar, and I hate that marshmallow stick. It freaks me out. Yes, far back. What's what? My favorite quote? Who knows it? Let's all do it. Grr! Why is there bacon in the stove?
What do you think of this convention?
I think this convention was fabulous. I'm so happy the way it turned out, that everyone has been so kind and gracious. And have been so nice and have given me such goodies. I'm very happy. So thank you. Yes. All right. What time are we at? 4:30. Yes. Yes, hat.
Oh,
Yes.
I saw a screen clip or a screen catch from apparently the Nickelodeon website that says they're bringing back their cartoons from the 90s.
Yes.
Yes.
Because they're noticing a drop in viewership. And in all honesty, it's because all of us who have been around and watched the older ones are kind of like, wow, the ones get kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Well, you know, anytime a company goes away from what made it successful, and when you see a lot of the live action stuff coming out because, you know, Hannah Montana was successful, so suddenly Cartoon Network is no longer doing cartoons, they're doing live action shows. You know, I can't fault a company for making money. That's their job, their business. However, I do think that it is not very nice to the fans who have really supported their shows. And I think they're experiencing that by them not catching on to the new shows that they're doing.
That article.
I mean, I love the original Nicktoon shows, the Nickelodeon shows. Listen, I was a huge fan of Hey Arnold. Those were really smart episodes where they could still be funny and silly, but really they had a good message. You know, Amy Beaver, same thing. No matter what happened, we were always brothers, and it was about being brothers more than anything. And I think that when you take that kind of heart out of the work, I don't know. I'm not like a big fan of CGI cartoons. The toilet one was a great one.
Die, buddy, die!
Random question. What's your favorite candy specific?
I like symphony bars. I like Snickers. I'm more of a seed person. I like sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds. Yes.
I don't know if somebody's already asked you this, but Billy maybe just wanted to finish your real like ending. Why is that?
Well, I think we all like to have some sort of closure, like where the show goes, well, that's it, folks. Like on Happy Days, Joni and Chachi got married. That was the end, right? But the idea is why let it end? Because it's left open-ended. We can come back maybe someday. Woo!
Okay, do you like Saturday Night Live?
Yes, I love Saturday Night Live. I was on Saturday Night Live in video shorts called Bear City. You guys ever see Bear City? Yeah. Bear City, Bear City. That was our group that did those shorts. Were you just asking if I like Saturday Night Live?
Yeah.
Yes. You, then you. Okay.
I have a request, if at all possible, please use your mouth.
Can I what?
Please use the mouth.
My voice is so shot it wouldn't sound anything like it. Ay! Slow it down, the Arabians is having trouble.
Chris, in the Christmas episode, when Jim was laughing about his Christmas plan, his voice, his last was different from what he usually had. It was more hoarse and stuff. How was there any particular reason for that? Were you sore that day, or?
Probably. There were days where I had anxiety about going into a court because I was hoarse. And you see the script and every line is no! So probably, yes. Yes,
It's not easier to work for one, or do you like working for one network over the other network?
No, I love working for tons of different people. I like to work with a lot of people. Some of my best friendships in this world have been because I've gone to different companies to work. I mean, there's a while that I worked for Nickelodeon and only Nickelodeon. And then went to Cartoon Network, and I only worked for Cartoon Network. But I wanted to work for Disney, so I started working for Disney. And so I think we just all kind of travel in herds. It depends on who's doing those shows. Yes.
I'm curious about your childhood. Were you a class clown?
Yes, I was. I was the star of all the musicals in Greece. I was Danny Zuko in Grease. I was Conrad Birdie in Bye Bye Birdie. I was also Happy Yoakum in Little Abner and General Bullmoose. And my very first professional equity job was I was in Oliver at the Aquarius Theater, which is now the Nickelodeon Theater, ironically. And it was with Shani Wallace, who played Nancy in the movie, the 1968 Academy Award. And it was with Dick Shawn and Stubby Kaye. And Stubby Kaye was in the original Guys and Dolls, the movie, Nicely. I fell in love with theater then and there. And had I, taken a different route with my life, I probably would have gone to New York, like Melissa did, and did the whole Broadway thing. But A, I wasn't good enough, and B, I was an LA guy, and I was in TV and film, and most of the Broadway people were trying to get out to LA through Broadway TV and film. But yes, I was a class clown. Yes.
Two questions. One, you mentioned several times about going forward. How do you take care of your voice?
I drink a lot of water constantly. When we record Zim, I would drink 6 bottles in a half an hour. I would pee for an hour. And then we do the second episode. I drink 6 more. I was really waterlogged, but it was really the only way. And tea. I drink a lot of tea.
What kind?
Well, I drink this tea called throat coat.
And the other question is a photo request for Wally Winger. Could I?
We'll do it right after this.
Okay.
Right after this.
I know the Zim kind of coughing after a laugh became like a running gag. Would y'all have kept doing that if the show went on, or would y'all had changed it and made another running gag?
Well, I'll tell you something. If you notice, every one of my characters, the Horvitz honk comes out. It's been called the Horvitz honk. If you Google Horvitz honk, you'll hear. I can't laugh. It's just part of the laugh. So it's in every one of my characters. Anytime they ask me to laugh, I have to go. No, really laugh. It's like, oh. I sound like a 6-pack a day smoker.
I was gonna ask if you could do the Zim laugh for us.
Going back to Billy and Mandy, since he did a few songs for the show and the movies, have you ever met Voltaire?
Have I ever met Voltaire? No, Maxwell Adams always dealt with him. Yeah, he's a friend of his, dear friend of his. Yeah. So no, I never got to meet him.
I think if you guys were two in a room together, you would probably terrify him, but he'd be laughing the whole time.
I like the terrified. The real Keith? The Danny Cooks, he played Keith, and yeah, I see Danny all the time. We work together all the time. Great guy. He's got kids, nice guy. And the real Keith, yeah, I didn't really like Keith. He was annoying. So I took his eyeballs out. And now it's good, but I get it.
You just said earlier that you wrote the Keeper of the Reaper episode. That's my favorite episode.
Thank you. My wife and I wrote the outline and the words, and then the storyboard artist, Carl, I'm forgetting Carl's last name. Carl, totally forgetting Carl. He actually, Carl did the storyboarding, and he did the jury duty aspect of it.
Did you come up with Perfect Burger?
Nope, that was Carl. That was Carl. I wish I had. Yes.
Well, everyone's talking about Billy and Mandy. Wasn't there at some point, like, there was a crossover and there was going to be a song about pants?
We did an episode called Pants 5.0 where the pants take off.
But wasn't there going to be something that's like, we're wearing pants, or, I don't know, there was some sort of big
We had a
song.
ton of stuff. We record so much stuff that never makes it to the air. But somehow everyone finds out about it.
Completely insane. Can I buy you a beer?
I don't drink, but thank you. Yeah, I don't. But thank you very much. I've got this man here who is my keeper, and he tells me where I have to be at all times.
Yes, and for those of you who actually follow the Facebook and Twitter, you all know that Richard only drinks pink lemonade.
That's right.
Raise your hand if you saw that photo.
Did anybody here? Did you guys see my invitation? Anyone see Dracula?
Yeah!
The one, the original, I mean not the original, but the one with Gary Oldman and Keanu Reeves?
Yes.
I would like to hear my invitation of Gary Oldman as